Good evening. We are live.
That was last year.
Welcome to the Squared Circle for September 16th, 2013. I am John Zimmerman. Hollywood J is on assignment in Stamford at the Executive Suites. I'm joined by Lucifer Lords, a friend of the show. He's been on a few times before. And for the very first time, Connecticut's own Bull DREDD. Bull DREDD, welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Your agent and I were going back and forth for the past year to get you on the show. When we finally came to some agreement in terms, and here you are.
I'm here.
Both of you guys.
The original beast is finally here.
The original beast. Both of you fellas had a hell of a day yesterday at the PWA Top 8 tournament. You were in the tournament, and I predicted on the show for you to win. And you kind of let me down, but tell us what happened there.
Well, the fact is I beat the biggest man in the tournament, Wrecking Ball Legursky, who I'm sure a lot of people here know.
Yep.
Who unfortunately suffered an injury during the match and had to forfeit my second round matchup against Joseph von Schmidt, which I was looking forward to. But that happens, I guess, in life.
It happens. What happened last year at the Top 8 tournament, right? Some shenanigans happened last year as well, no?
The Tough 8 was an 8-man. I wasn't a part of it.
Oh,
I was a
okay.
part of the title tournament last year.
The title tournament, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
thinking
lost to
of.
Earl Cooter.
Okay.
No Shigan's there. He just beat me.
I was part of the Tough 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that was last year.
Yeah.
I'm going back, I have to remember. But your match yesterday, now we got footage we'll show in a little while, the North Haven Fair from last week.
From last Sunday, yeah.
You had a falls pin count anywhere, 3-man dance. And yesterday you had a hardcore match, so 2 weeks in a row, Bull DREDD putting it all out there. Yesterday was Tiny Johnson. Now, is that his name or just what his girlfriend calls him?
Whatever his name is, Tiny Johnson, names don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. He answered the challenge, and him and his partner, the goofball, Azriel, I mean, you got to hand it to him, though. He is the Tough 8 champion.
Yep.
Twice. And, but Tiny only got over, only won because of him.
Yeah, there was some shenanigans there, too. Azriel gave him a little assistance, shall we say. Yeah. And he was able to go over you, but I'll tell you, 2 weeks in a row, you really put it on the line. You gave us two extended matches. Just unbelievable. And as always, Bull DREDD putting it out there, giving us the fans, the marks, just
we're all marks.
Everything. Yeah.
If I wasn't a mark, I wouldn't be in this business. I mean, the fair was my first 3-way in 12 years.
Okay.
And but that one involved was me. Back then was me versus Pat Gunner.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. Versus Ron Zombie.
Yep.
And no, I'm sorry, Iceberg. And then turned into a 4-way with Balls Mahoney.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I'm not as agile as I once was, but I can say that I brought it to the, Brian and Lucas, being 10 years younger than me. I think they respect me.
Yeah.
They earned my respect, but they definitely respect me now, on a different level. I could get down to their level if I have to.
Yep. Yep. And did you, from the back, did you see Lucifer Lords match yesterday?
A little bit. I know he got hurt, and I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah.
But,
well, what were you thinking?
It's unfortunate. I mean, things happen, and hope he gets better. I mean, what can you say? I mean, you can only pray.
Yeah. I mean, right now the John Cena's out with an injury. Daniel Bryan had been out with an injury. One of the Bellas is out with an injury. I think she hurt her leg too. Maybe you can hook up with one of the Bellas.
Sometimes
that's my goal.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I've never gotten anything serious. But I'm also not as agile, so there's things I'm limited to. So.
Well, you're a little sore today, though.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm alive. That's all that matters.
What were you thinking yesterday? Wrecking Ball Legursky, what was your game plan? And did you have a game plan against somebody of that size?
My game plan was basically just to be faster than him, because I knew I wasn't picking him up. So I figured if I can just hit him as much as I possibly could and eventually knock him down, I might have a chance. And I learned very quickly in. I took that first elbow right off the bat. I was like, yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
And he is stiff.
You did bust him open though. He was bleeding a little bit from the mouth.
Yeah.
That was. I'll tell you, it was one hellacious match.
I think I said on Facebook I was gonna start a super kick party, and I did, and he bled from it. So
for a little while, you were getting tossed around like a rag doll, and I'm not insulting you, believe me. It was. I felt
it wasn't voluntary.
Yeah, I felt some of those slams, and he was tossing you around a little bit, and I was worried for you, and you made your comeback, and you actually beat Wrecking Ball, and I couldn't have seen that coming, and it was great. The whole show, I must say, was fantastic.
I got to hand it to the rookies, though. The rookies, I gave them a nice speech.
Yeah.
You know, so I was very proud of them, you know. I actually popped the first couple of spots, and I was like, wow. You know, and they're learning the right way. I mean, everybody that's involved with PWA, you know, I would like to say I've helped each one, you know, in the beginning to like, hey, ask Lulu over here.
Yeah.
Ask him when he first started what I said to him. You want to learn? Get in the ring with me. You know, I'm not saying I'm the reason. I would like to say I hope they look back and say I helped them along the way to where they are. Yeah.
A piece of the tower there.
I mean, back when I started, Jason, Dylan Cage, I don't know if you guys remember him, but, you know, Fred Curry Jr., Ronnie, you know, Zombie, you know, these are the guys I learned from. They didn't do anything with us unless they trusted us.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about me, Von Schmidt, and, you know, there's only 2 of us left in Velvet Sky right now. But they didn't do anything to, you know, they didn't get in the ring unless they trusted us. And I trust each one of these guys. You know, I put my body on the line for them. I don't have to, but I do it because I love the business and I love the guys.
Right. And, the rookie match yesterday, we had Grappling Greg, let's see, TKO, Vin the Chin. I know I'm missing a couple of them. The Irish fella.
Dickie Moon.
King Swipes. Yep. Dickie Moon.
Henry McCormick.
Oh, Henry McCormick. That was the Irish fella. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember all the names.
Right. And
I took a beating.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of action going on, a lot of tags going in and out of the ring, and you know, it was hard to keep track.
It was impressive.
It really was. And you know, as you said, you know, the training is there, and you can see it. You can see it. You know, the action and the spots that these guys were doing, and they were working hard and tagging, you know, each other in and out, and it was just amazing to see. You know, because I've been down to the gym, I've seen these guys working out, I watch you guys, and to see from step one, and a couple of those guys I was there, like Grappling Greg, I think I was there like the first 2 weeks that he was there. Yeah. And to see what he started at and to where he is now, it just says a lot about you, Von Schmidt, PWA in general, you know, the learning process.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all about the spots. I mean, everything, I'm not going to say it was 100% crisp, but some guys, you know, did impress me. There's some few guys that still need work.
Right.
You know, obviously that comes with time. It was just the overall, the psychology of how that match went is what impressed me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're definitely in the learning process, but they're still on their way.
Yeah.
But
you never stop learning.
That they're going to make it. So who else? Oh, we must say, last week we showed the interview between Quint Johnson and Buzz Bloodsaw on our show while we were off for the holiday. And Buzz Bloodsaw wasn't able to retain his tag team title with
that I saw.
Nocturne.
He went off. Yeah, he lost it. So.
And Buzz Bloodsaw totally lost his mind.
Well, unfortunately, that's how it is with tag teams. I mean, you lose the belts and somebody's going to blame somebody.
Yeah, and he ended up turning on Nocturne, but the performance was incredible, and the house party ended up walking away with the belts. So I would imagine we're going to see some sort of conclusion of that, but I don't know if it'll be a rematch, if Nocturne and Buzz Bloodsaw can mend their fences.
Listen, I was part of a good tag team, you know, the DREDD Guns, me and Bad Gunner.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're bitter enemies, you know. So it happens.
Yeah, yeah. So Independent Day, Ken's Cards is coming up. Independent Wrestling. You're going to be a part of that. Are you?
I'll be there.
You're going to be there.
It's a lot of the local indie guys that are from Connecticut and area, surrounding areas, New York, Mass. You know, it's not necessarily guys that are always on the same shows, but it'd be nice to be able to see guys that I haven't been on a show with in a while, and it's all in one building, and we're all, you know, get to exchange stories, and you know, it's a good thing for all the fans that don't get to see people as much as they do, and this would be a good thing. I mean, Ken, you know, approached me on it, and I thought it was a great idea, and I'm just honored to be on the flyer, like, you know, one of the main, like a main guy, you know.
Yeah.
And it just, you know, I feel like at one point in my career I put indie wrestling on my back in Connecticut. You know, that's how I feel, and to be honored like the way he's honoring me, I feel respected.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Ken's Cards up in Berlin.
Berlin, yep.
Yes, up in Berlin, Connecticut. I've been there, and he's got wrestling collectibles like you've never seen before coming out the ears, and it's an incredible room dedicated just to wrestling. In addition, he's got sports cards and memorabilia as well. But he really caters to the wrestling marks in Connecticut, that if there's something you need, collectibles, if he doesn't have it, he'll find it for you. And this is Sunday, the 22nd.
Yep.
At what time?
1 to 4. 1 to 5, I'm sorry.
And you guys will be doing autographs and shirts and.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Mingling with the folks.
You know, and then this Saturday, Northeast is going to be at Fishkill, New York. I'm not wrestling. I'm not part of the show, but I am there helping, you know, as being part of the company. You got the NWO, the Outsiders reuniting with Nash, Hall, Son Cody. You got JR. Could be JR's last wrestling appearance because now he's not retired. So.
Right, yeah. With
Lawler. I don't think
Jerry Lawler's supposed to wrestle.
Yeah?
He was a Matt Striker.
Yeah, Matt Striker, too.
Yeah, that's a really stacked card. I went to the same event last year in Fishkill.
Yep.
Wrestling with
with
Stars
Hogan.
when Hogan was there. And
Is Morrison on that too?
Morrison, this one, too. The AP, yeah, they're not there.
APA, yeah, they
Just
got scratched.
JBL.
Yeah, Ron Simmons got scratched.
When it's last minute, what are they going to do? Redo the flyer, you know? They announced it on the site, and I didn't really pay attention. I didn't
For whatever reason, APA got scratched from
Yeah.
that. But
Then-
it's still a stacked card. I
Yeah.
mean,
Then
all the guys
October
you
5th in the
mentioned.
Northeast is back in Torrington. And
Yeah.
you got Goldust.
Lord Goldie.
yeah.
He's Goldust under Northeast Wrestling? Can he fight under Goldust under
I don't
Northeast?
know.
Or?
I mean, he's fought under Goldust before.
RWE announced him as Goldust.
Really? Okay.
You got Piper and Jake the Snake in Piper's Pit. That's the first time ever.
Hard to believe that.
It's hard to believe, so
Yeah.
it's going to be intense.
That they work together.
Yeah, and you got Talia Madison again, and it just over Velvet Sky. I don't know. So it's going to be another stack card, you know.
Yeah, Connecticut and the surrounding area has been a real hotbed for independent wrestling.
Well, I mean, Connecticut's always been the hotbed. Nobody needs to come in and save independent wrestling in Connecticut or, start a revolution. To me, I think it's kind of an insult to me because
Right.
the guys that created, indie wrestling, now that it's going to be 13 years, I feel like, hey, we're still here. So it's like nothing's going away. So, I kind of take stuff like that to heart. I mean, you say what you want, but you don't have to save nothing.
Right.
Not doing anything different. Not anything better either.
Yeah, I
know
think.
what I mean?
Yeah, I think we need to come to some sort of summit, and we can all get along.
Yeah, everybody
I
gets
think there's
along.
room enough for everybody, and I've said it right here on this show that there should be some sort of meeting of the mind so that you don't book against one another on the same weekends or even on the same days, so that it gives a relief for the fans, because I can't possibly go to every event.
Well, yeah,
And I don't want to be torn between having to see, your promotion and somebody else's promotion on the same weekend. My dollar only stretches so far.
Do you want to say something?
No, I'm just kind of agreeing with him.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, is going to get along, being professional, and that's the main thing. Have respect for each other. I just, I feel like, sometimes you get somebody that comes and run into my hometown. I feel, like I said, I'm the one who created that put it on my back, especially in Connecticut, in my hometown of Waterbury. And it's like, then I got to hear, I got to see stuff like, we're here to save wrestling, or we got to start a revolution. It's like, why? It's like, why do you got to say that when I'm the one that, not me. I mean, it's not going anywhere.
Right.
To me, I feel, after, this is before CTWE, who actually, to me, I feel saved wrestling, or in other words, brought it back, because wrestling in Waterbury was on a bad note at that time.
Yeah.
Was Northeast Wrestling.
Right.
Then you got Northeast Wrestling. Then obviously they had CTWE from that. CTWE is gone now. I mean, now you got PWA, which is more focused on the students, and we're building the new generation. And that's what's missing right now. You got to build the guys that are here, the guys within, and that's what I feel is missing.
So, do you think this other promotion, if they use more Connecticut talent, would be a little more amenable to you, or?
I feel that every town is going to have their own talent, obviously. I think it's respectful-wise and old-school tradition is that you should be approaching these guys that are based out of that hometown, or, either an offer or, an invite. You know what I mean? That's old school.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel I was brought in.
Yeah.
And that's what's missing right now. This business has changed so much.
What do you think about Northeast Wrestling coming into Bethany, taking over the old CTWE headquarters there?
Well, I mean, there was always, NEW was always working with CTWE, intertwining. Like, I worked, a show for CTWE under the Northeast banner versus me and Zombie. So, if it wasn't Northeast that took it over, it would have been somebody else.
Yeah.
And to me, honestly, the best choice was Northeast Wrestling.
And they took on all the talent, correct?
Mike was there scouting the talent.
Yeah.
Just put it that way. I don't know what he's the mastermind. I don't, I don't know what he's thinking.
What you offered the guys from CTWE?
I'm sure he was looking, and the guys he wanted, and obviously I'm an NEW regular, so I'm from Connecticut, so I mean, I don't work much anymore. I mean, I'm on the downside of my career, but I believe I'm still top dog.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. From judging from yesterday and last week, you're still on the top of your game. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you were there last week at the North Haven Fair, just as a mark yourself, as a fan. And why don't we take a look at the match, and we'll critique it. You as being a participant, and us outside the ring.
Okay.
And if we can get our crack staff to roll that footage of the North Haven Fair, the three-way dance. In the ring we have Lucas Sharp and Brian Anthony.
Yeah.
And of course, full DREDD.
It almost felt like a two-on-one at this point, I mean, I'm the biggest of it. Combine them together, I'm still bigger than them.
And at the outset, they announced this would be a pinfalls anyway.
Yep.
I thought you guys would get on top of that Ferris wheel, but you didn't quite make it that far.
Yeah, well, we were outside at one point. You'll see it during the match where I had a Brian up for a body slam, and I just could not walk around. I wanted to, showboat the strength a little bit, and I could not move anymore because I was just mobbed with people and kids.
You were having none of that. Full DREDD taking on both of them. I would not want to see you running at me like that. I'm sorry. All the training in the world.
I think here comes the best move
This
ever
is a
created.
castrator?
Yes.
Oh. Now you haven't taken that from Bull Dread, have you?
Yes, he has.
Have I?
I don't remember. I don't know. I know I've taken your spinning DDT off the ropes.
He takes my moves. I'm sure I've been hit by him though. I remember one or two nights where he's come charging at me.
What I have learned, over the years is like, especially when you work out with guys and guys you work with, is that if you can't, how much more respect I have for the guys I work is, if you can't take your own move from somebody,
Yeah.
you appreciate it more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like I can't get up there for my own castrator. There's no way. Oh, great!
I don't know many guys that can lift you.
The referee just got in the way. Look at that.
Now, I'll ask both of you. What goes through your mind during the match? Are you calling things on the fly? Is it instinct and reaction, or are you trying to think like moves ahead, like a chess match?
You can't overthink anything.
I think, like I said, it comes with experience and time. I try to, you're in control, and at the same time, you try to think ahead of what you're going to do next and where it's going to lead. That was a flying boot there from Brian.
Yeah.
Those are not, those are stiff. Thank God I don't like to climb ropes. This is when I see stuff like that, I thank the Lord that I'm 300 pounds. And Brian's not a light dude.
No, he
he's
looks lean, but
he's over 200 pounds, and it wasn't easy catching him like that.
there you go. And fortunate for us, you're right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Probably the best shot of the whole match.
At this point, I didn't want to die. What's unfortunate, when you get affairs like this, is that even though you got railings and stuff, everybody's up on the railing.
Yeah.
They don't have like chairs.
Oof.
Yeah, that don't feel good.
And there's no way to fake that.
Nope. You gotta take it. Look at the marks up there. You can see them right on the bleachers. They're like, oh my God, they can't believe you just took that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing too.
It's hardcore.
Yeah, I was feeling it. You were taking some shots yesterday. Trash can lid over the head.
Oh, I think I gave it to him.
Time.
I don't know. He hit me with like a DVD metal box or something.
Yeah. I think there was a PlayStation in there. You got the Guitar Hero guitar across the back. I think I heard you yell, "I'll never play Guitar Hero again."
No, that wasn't me. I heard that too.
Somebody yelled that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was
Fogman?
you. Oh, was it Fogman?
See, this is where we're just getting mobbed. It's like we couldn't really move.
Yeah, and unfortunately we couldn't get around the railing with the camera.
I think we're doing like a three-way. Like
Slugfest, yeah. Like a round-robin slugfest there.
What did you say?
Oh my God, that's so bad. Somebody in the crowd. And you can see that people that were there, obviously came down to see the show and were really into it.
Well, I mean, the fair, the last 3 years, I think this was the biggest one, but year by year it's been the top attraction of the fair.
Yeah, and they keep bringing you back, so obviously somebody likes it.
And I was actually talking to the lady that booked us right after, and she was like, I happened to see a few kids that were walking by, and I signed a few flyers for them, and she just like, oh, yeah, I felt that for a week.
Nothing like bumping concrete.
Yeah. but us professionals know how to do it. So
Yeah. You're still hitting it, though.
yeah. At this point right now, I saw Brian coming at me. I'm like, whoa.
At that point, that's got to be all training and instinct. You can't plan for that.
No.
Yeah,
There's just, you got to learn how to, no matter what, you still got to protect each other. And being where that was in the space.
This I was really nervous for.
I was trying to protect myself and him at the same time.
Yeah.
And same thing with Brian. I didn't want to.
With the railing being so close.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. You guys took a lot of chances, and you put yourself.
This
on
is
the line.
where it starts getting interesting.
Yeah.
This is where all the big spots. Like it could have went either to any one of us.
And Lucas Sharp, of course, is the 203. That's our area code here. So his version of 619.
I actually came up with this spot for him. I told him I was like a flying leg lariat off the top rope.
Just amazing.
He reminded me of Zack Ryder.
Not that I have room to talk, but I think Lucas Sharp could use a little time in the gym.
He's lean and he's
a little too lean. He'd never make Vince's roster, I'll tell you that. He's a great performer, good competitor in the ring, but doesn't exactly have the look. But then again, Daniel Bryan doesn't exactly have the look either. And there's the flying elbow.
I felt that just as much as Lucas did.
Lucas Sharp.
And I think this is the finish. Sometimes I couldn't even believe that Brian held me up there.
And there it is. Now, I know for sure I couldn't lift you like that. What about you?
No, I don't think so.
You ever lift the bull thread?
Yeah. I don't think a 170-pound guy is going to lift a dread on his back.
Not very often do I, get off my feet.
Yeah.
It takes a strong person to do that.
Well, I got to say, for the people that were at the fair, you definitely gave them a show. You gave them more than their money's worth, and we got to thank you for it. It was great. It was great.
Listen, in the beginning of my match yesterday, I heard it from Tommy Dreamer. I think he said it best, but I kind of just revamped it in my own way. Everybody says, you're hardcore, and hardcore is not just hitting people with chairs and doing trash cans and thumbtacks and all that. Being a hardcore wrestler is you got to love the business. You got to love what you're doing. You got to obviously love hurting people, but you leave it all on the line in the ring, and you do it because you love it. And you do it for the people that are there.
Yeah, and it shows. It definitely shows. And we keep coming out and seeing you guys. And what do you guys got coming up next? You're on the injured reserve for now.
Yeah, well, Friday though is at Blackstone, Mass.
Okay, that's a PWA show.
Yep. I might be there.
Who's on the card Friday?
I think the main event is the VSN versus Von Schmidt and Tank the Tank. The last show I remember, something had happened with Von Schmidt, the Von Schmidt Nation. They turned on him.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you. I saw that card, and unfortunately I didn't see the previous match. Because, like I said, we can't get to all of them as much as I'd like to.
Yeah, but, I'm not going to be able to make the Mass.
No.
It's hard. Sometimes I get my kids on those weekends.
Oh, yeah.
I got a busy weekend. Saturday, then Sunday.
So we'll see more of the storyline between Von Schmidt and the Von Schmidt Nation.
I'm sure the number one contender would have a title match, I'm sure, but I guess Azrael's either wrestling himself or gonna sit back and relax.
Yeah.
Is there another PWA show booked in October?
I don't know if it's announced officially.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Spoiler.
I know it's in the
Well,
it's in the
spoiler
works.
alert.
Well, Northeast Bethany
Yeah.
was originally October 26th, but it's moved to November 9th now.
Right.
So no conflict there with anybody. I think RWE's running that night.
Yeah.
So
I think we're running the 19th or 26th. I think it just all the logistics have to get signed.
Right. Right.
So.
But always something going on with PWA. You guys, the storylines always progress, and I'm
and
always
PWA it's the only wrestling school in Connecticut.
yes.
You know, and successful so far. You know, has produced a lot of good talent. So
Absolutely, yeah. There you go. You, Bloodsaw, right?
Youth program?
Yeah, the youth program.
program,
Youth
too.
program is starting back up
Yes,
September 30th.
I hope I get to be part of it somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Sometime.
We always look for you.
Yeah, it's hard. It's the time-wise.
Yeah.
I can't make the time. So.
Yeah, the PWA youth program begins on September 30th. Runs on Mondays and Wednesdays, and you can go to ProWrestlingAcademyCT.com and get the information on the youth program. Sign-ups are happening now. From personal knowledge, it's very reasonable, and the guys there, I've seen you there, and Buzz Bloodsaw, of course, Joseph Von Schmidt, and you guys put on safety first, and just knowledge and teaching. And it's a great program. My son has been involved in it. I'm going to sign him up again, and it's just fun to see. Just the work. And if anything, maybe you're not going to be a WWE star. Maybe you're not going to sign the TNA, because right now nobody's signed the TNA. If anything, it's a good workout. It's great. It's better than going to your local gym and trying to do things on your own, or bouncing on your trampoline in the backyard. You're going to learn safety. You're going to learn the basics, and you're going to learn it from gentlemen that are just knowledgeable and really just the nicest guys you want to meet.
I tell all the students and everybody that asks me, there's a certain point where, you want to get into this business and you want to learn, and you gotta stop. It's always good to be a fan and a mark, but there's a point, I believe, when you're a student, you gotta stop being a mark, and you gotta start being a student. And I tell them, I was like, you can watch Raw and all the time you want. You can watch Monday night, Thursday nights, whatever.
Yeah.
Friday night, you can watch all the video you want. You can watch whatever. Honestly, if you go up to if you were to meet Triple H right now and ask him for advice, honestly, he may be nice enough to give you some advice, but he's not gonna care. The people that care are the ones that have been around for the last 10, 15 years in your area, like myself, Von Schmidt, Zombie. Some of the veterans, even Nocturne, and I don't know if I said Slick. Did I say Slick already?
No.
Okay. I mean, honestly, there's not many of us left from that, from the era, and it's weird because it's a decade. Me, Zombie, Von Schmidt,
Yeah.
Slick, from Connecticut. I mean, it's just weird how time has flown, and I went from being a rookie to the veteran in the locker room.
So where do you see the next generation? Obviously, Quint and Lucifer Lords here. Buzz Bloodsaw and Lucifer Lords. Who else do you see in the next generation coming up to, I don't want to say replace you, but follow in your footsteps?
Right now, the students of PWA.
Yeah.
Learning, the right way, paying their dues the right way. And it doesn't just involve, breaking down the ring and setting it up. Yes, it's part of it. But the main thing about paying dues is you got to earn the respect of the veterans. You got to respect the business. Like my level right now, is, I'm not saying that Lucifer doesn't have the love for the business, but he hasn't, he's still green, and I'm not saying green, he's still new, or still learning, which, I'm still learning too, but I've sacrificed so much more to where I almost will give my life for the business. And, the things I've been through, And he will at one point he will start experiencing that, and I'm there to help him and advise him with anything he needs. But when sometimes when you love something so much that it will kill you. That's what it's almost done to me.
Yeah.
So. But that's how you start. You learn and you start being stronger, and you start appreciating it more. So.
Now, in the Connecticut scene, who do you mark out for? Who do you look up to and watch? Make sure you see their matches.
Locally?
Yeah.
All the guys I train with and work. I went down to the fair to see DREDD because I'm friends with them. Mm-hmm. I watch Von Schmidt matches. Basically, anyone else that either I train with or know I'm working with or going to be a part with, it's fun to watch their stuff and know what they do because you also never know when you're going to be in the ring with them.
Right.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's really, the closest people you become friends with are the guys that you train with.
Right.
And to me, fans become friends and then it become family. Man, this is a brotherhood. We're all family. It's almost because we have the same goal, we got the same passion.
Yeah.
And we look out for each other.
Well, I know from going to the shows, I see like the same group of people. Mm-hmm. Not only just the performers, but the fans, and a lot of times it's like the people are in the same seats and rooting for the same guys, and it's fun, and it does become like a family atmosphere and almost like a little community amongst itself. And it's just enjoyable. It feels like home sometimes. Yeah. And we come down to the PWA shows, and I don't know everybody's names, but just by face, and it's like, hey, I haven't seen you since the last show, and it's fun. It's just like you said, it's a family atmosphere, and it's just great to just get that sense of home again. Like once a month or once every other month, and come down and see you guys, and it's a lot of fun.
It's family.
Now, how is it branching out to the Mass shows? Because I haven't been up to the Massachusetts shows yet. When you go to Mass, have you grown a following there?
The last show we did in Mass in Blackstone, I relayed like an ECW crowd because it was a very small arena, just a tiny little hall, and the fans could basically touch the apron. They were so close.
Okay.
And they were just loud and obnoxious to everyone, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Azrael was trying to cut a promo, and they were just so loud they wouldn't let him speak. I enjoyed it. They were, shockingly for the first time being there, a very good crowd.
Yeah.
For not knowing, 90% of the guys coming up there.
I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of companies that run in Mass.
Yeah.
Areas and some.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just sick of seeing the same thing. Maybe it's nice to see a different crowd or different talent. I don't know. I haven't been to Mass yet. I haven't wrestled in Mass in 5 years. So, and that was for Powerhouse Pro. Yeah. Which I think the last time I wrestled there was actually when Von Schmidt was, he had just became Von Schmidt.
Okay. That was a while back.
Yeah.
What do you guys know, if you can tell me, this big push with PWA TV? What's going on with that? I see a lot of advertisement. PWA's really...
It's getting out there.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts.
Every town in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to put the product out there.
Yeah.
You can't just rely on Facebook and and you have to do the legwork and you have to get it out there.
Have they gotten on North Haven yet?
I've dropped several discs off the wall. So
okay. Oh, so we PWA TV right here at NHTV.
Just hasn't given me a time yet.
Okay. So. Look soon on your schedule. And,
I mean, that's how ACW became hot.
Yeah.
And I always bring up ACW. I mean, because ACW to me was the hotbed, is what made indie wrestling right now.
Yeah.
It was the foundation, and I was a part of it.
Yeah, and I see he's growing into the New York market with PWA TV. So you're going to be able to see a lot of you guys getting, at least regional exposure and spreading like a wildfire across Connecticut and New York. And it's a great thing. I love to see you guys, grow some fans. Somebody flipping through the dial, say, "Hey, what's this wrestling show?"
One time, my aunt called me from Schenectady, New York. She said, "I just saw you on local TV." I'm like, "Serious?" I'm like, "Wow." And I'm talking like a few years back, maybe about 8, maybe 10.
So,
It's a long time.
And hopefully you'll get some national attention. And like I said, TNA is going through a downslope right now. But I imagine a rebirth is going to happen. They're going to have to hire some new talent.
Mickey James didn't resign. I saw today.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how they're going to handle her championship. Whether they're going to strip her of the title or just make her lose it before she leaves the company.
Resign, so there must be a reason. I mean, she's probably making more money doing her singing career.
Yeah. Actually, the new album is really good. Her first album was good. As far as country albums go, she's right on the country rock edge. The new one's a little more country, but I really like it. She's got the vocals out there. She's got a crack band, and as most country artists do, they find the greatest songs that are out there and make them their own. And she's really turned it into a whole new career, and she'll get longevity out of that, where she doesn't have to put herself in the ring. Do you guys ever sing karaoke?
No, the only singing I do is in the shower by myself or in the car.
Yeah, I'm not big on singing too much.
Ron Zombie obviously has a couple of side projects with music.
I'm constantly cutting a promo. It's running in my head.
Yeah. We see your what are the video diaries?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
I started doing video diaries. I was like, you know what? Instead of just writing it down and spending time, sometimes you lose your train of thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, why not just do video diaries? I mean, whatever I'm going to say in my video is going to be the same thing I'll say to somebody's face.
Yeah.
And I'm honest. It's me talking. I mean, people might get offended. I don't direct stuff to people. I just say my opinions and my thoughts.
Right.
I did one this morning, thanking all the, PWA students and how to build talent from within, and some of the stuff we talked earlier about people that want to say they want to save Connecticut wrestling, start a revolution, and I said my thoughts on it. But the video is 12 minutes long, and I can't upload it on Facebook because I think of the size.
Okay.
So I got to redo it maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find it on there. But sometimes the first take is the best one.
Yeah.
It's unedited. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just stating my opinion.
Well, yeah.
And I have every right to do that because
without a doubt,
I've paid my dues, and
Yeah. Hey, we got a call on the line. Let's see who it is. You are live on the Squared Circle.
Hey guys, it's Ken from Ken's Cards. How's everyone doing?
Hey, we're doing great. We were just talking about you. Tell us about your event coming up on Sunday.
On Sunday, we're hosting an event called I Support Independent Wrestling, and if you can't figure out what it is about the title or from the title, it's a day to show our appreciation for all the workers and the promoters who put on all the great independent shows that we all love.
I've got Bull DREDD and LUCIPHER Lords with me. I know they're going to be there on Sunday. Who else is going to be up there doing autographs, shaking hands, kissing babies?
Bull DREDD is coming?
That's what we're told.
That's fantastic. Wow, now I'm really psyched for this. I'm going to have to put out extra chairs. You hear me, Goomba?
I hear you, Goomba. You're going to have...
brother.
We're going to have some... what's that? What's our favorite pizza? Buff Chick Pizza.
We have the Beth Phoenix Pizza.
The Beth Phoenix Pizza.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if we're going to be having that. We are going to be serving free pizza to everyone who shows up. So, that alone is a great reason to come. But some of the people that have committed from NEW, we've got Bull, we've got Brian Anthony and Ron Zombie. We've got a load of guys coming down from PWA, Lucifer, Joseph Von Schmidt, Wrecking Ball are all coming down. Brian Fury just reconfirmed a day or two ago, Slick Wagner Brown. We got Mikey Chase, Ant Battle. We've got the Mac, Bobby Ocean. We have
Pinky
companies committed to come in right now. I don't want to forget two of my favorite characters in independent wrestling, Joey Eastman and Showtime Stevie Stamos. So you never know what's going to happen with those two around.
Goomba, what I said earlier on the show was that I felt like I was like I think one of the first guys you approached on it, and I loved it. And to me, I felt so much respect because it's almost like how did I say it? It's like you're giving back to me. because I've been doing it for for a while now, and
Right.
I feel much respect, and like what I said in my post earlier on Facebook, and I got a lot of big shows coming up too, but not that I don't love to being part of it, but I can't wait for Sunday even more because I get to celebrate it because my kids are going to be with me and to see what I do.
Right, right. And one of the things that makes this event unique, by the way, I can't believe no one's ever tried anything like this before, is that it's a casual environment. We're just going to have representatives from 8 different companies, New England, New York-based companies. They're going to have tickets available. They're going to have flyers. They're going to have giveaways. And it's a chance to spend a few minutes with guys that you don't normally get there in a show. If you're lucky, you got a 20-minute intermission where guys walk around. But this is going to last 4 hours long, and we've got some surprises that I can't even get into right now, but there's some things going on that are just going to blow people away. It's going to be a great event, and I hope everyone can make it down. 1 to 5 on Sunday.
1 to 5 on Sunday. What I wanted to ask you was, just how much do I bring from my wallet? Are you going to have merch for sale? Is it going to be autograph signings?
It's a free event.
Okay.
As far as admission and the pizza and all, some of the guys are going to be selling promos and T-shirts. Some of the promotions will be having tickets for their upcoming shows. So there will certainly be an opportunity for you to spend your money, but it's not necessary.
Okay.
In addition to all of this, I've got about 30 raffle prizes put aside, most of it autographed merchandise that we're going to be giving away as part of a free raffle.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What about the posters, Uba?
We're going to run a super ticket promotion, a type of promotion, where I don't know if you've been able to show the fantastic event poster that the Mac made for us, but he's got some talent outside of the ring, let me tell you. But he made up a beautiful poster featuring about 20 of the 30 committed guys.
Oh, wow.
And logos from all 8 of the promotions. I'm sorry if I forget any of them. We got Defiant Incorporated, NEFW, NEW. We have CWA out of New Jersey, which is going to be interesting. They can reach into Connecticut and try and spread the word about their promotion.
Yeah.
They're going to be sending their tag team champions, the Fallen Angels, so that'll be great to see those guys. And a few more, and there are still a couple other companies that are trying to work it into their schedule, a couple other workers who are trying to work it in. So if I leave any of them out right now, I apologize.
Yeah.
But we're really looking to pack the house.
Well, give us all your Twitter, Facebook, .coms and all that stuff, so where we can find you, how we can find out more about the event.
Sure. Our Facebook page is Ken's Cards and Collectibles, and that is really the easiest way to find out anything that's going on at Ken's Cards, because I update it religiously, and anything that's going on there, that's the first place I release it. So if you go there and like the page, you'll have the access to anything that we're doing. There is an event page also called I Support Independent Wrestling at Ken's Cards, and you can go there and join up and again get a first look at any new information that's coming out. It's being held in Berlin, Connecticut.
Yep.
Small town in the center of the state. I don't know if everyone's familiar exactly where it is, but it's the exact geographical center of the state of Connecticut. So no matter where you are, you're not too far from Berlin.
I understand Joseph von Schmidt is from Berlin also.
He is. He's coming down, and the PWA is going to have a nice representation there. These are some guys that I've known for a long time, and I'm very excited to have everyone from the promotion and the school come down. And Lucifer, jump in any time and tell them what a great merchandise selection I have, huh?
Oh, it is wonderful. Every time I go, it's tough to pick just one thing.
He's a regular.
If I had a bigger wallet, I'd walk out with a lot more stuff.
I'm the guy that normally pees in the corner in the wrestling room.
That's where that smell is.
Oh.
Yeah, and hey, any workers listening to this, bring me down a promo. I hang everyone's promos up in the wrestling room, and right now we've got about maybe 120 up there, but if I don't have yours up, bring one down and I'll hang it up.
Great. Hey,
I'm sorry. Back to the super ticket type promotion. This wonderful event poster that the Mac created for us. We're going to have those printed up in 11 by 14 size.
Yeah.
And they're available for $20. And for that $20, every wrestler in attendance will sign it for you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's just a nice keepsake from the event. All the money goes right back into their pockets. Ken's Cards doesn't profit from it at all. And it's going to be a really nice collectible item to take home. Again, I've got 30 guys committed, but it wouldn't surprise me if we had 40 or 50 show up.
Wow. Ken, I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to ask you if I can secure a camera for that date. Can the Squared Circle come up and do some filming?
Love to have you. I have a feeling with 30 or 40 guys there might be a couple of promos cut.
Oh, that'll be fantastic. We appreciate it.
Always awesome.
And I've been up to your wrestling room, and it's indescribable. You need a whole day at least. It's like a virtual library between the DVDs, the figures, and some of the magazines that you've got, and just
you lose yourself pretty easily.
Oh yeah.
I had two sets of fathers and sons from Massachusetts come up on Sunday, and it was both their first time there, and it was magical just to see these kids their first time seeing this and just absolutely flipping out because they've never seen so much wrestling merchandise in one place. It was really cool.
And yeah, you've got some stuff that I didn't even know existed. It's like, holy crow.
Oh, go back to the 90s, and there wasn't anything WCW and WWF wouldn't put their logo on, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah, they definitely took a cue from Gene Simmons and Kiss. And
right. You got nothing on Vince and Eric Bischoff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So we appreciate you calling in, and it's Sunday.
Hope to see everybody out there Sunday, 1 to 5, to support independent wrestling.
Fantastic. Anything we can do to help you out, let us know.
All right, appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. We'll see you then.
Chip in on the pizza.
I know.
All right.
See you guys.
Pizza for you. I don't know if I can afford that. I'd imagine you can eat a couple yourself.
No, only if it's Dominic and Pia's in Waterbury.
In Waterbury? Yeah. Haven't been there.
No, I'm not that. Believe me. I don't need anybody to tell me what's wrong with me. I know I'm a little overweight, but my problem is I eat late at night. So.
Yeah. Well, my problem is I just eat a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoy it
Not
too
enough
much.
exercise. In or out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, that's a little TMI. We got to wrap it up in a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Anything you guys want to promote? You guys got your Facebook pages, your Twitter account. Who's on Twitter? I haven't joined
I have
that
a Twitter,
yet.
but I feel like Twitter's one just to bother celebrities with.
Okay.
That seems what people do on it. And you have to be clever because you only get one sentence to say something. So.
Yeah, I have a Twitter, but I don't even use it, so I still get notifications when somebody tweets. Oh, you didn't tweet me back. I'm like, I don't know how to use it.
I haven't even joined it yet. So, one more caller before we wrap it up. Caller, you were on the air live with the Squared Circle.
Yeah, I know I'm a little bit off topic, but I would like to see Bull Dredd and Lucifer Lords go in the ring and try and defeat Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, my goodness,
Nobody else
yes.
can.
Kid Scrawny.
I don't think Tread's in the weight class.
Oh, I'm doing great.
Listen, I'll
doing
get
great.
blown up when I walk up the steps.
Yeah, well, Floyd Mayweather, I guess, easily defeated Canelo Alvarez this past Saturday night, but as usual, boxing took one step backwards. Mayweather won every round, but one of the judges had it a draw.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It wouldn't be boxing if there was no controversy.
True. I was going to say, if there's something that I could love and hate at the same time, besides my wife, it has to be the sport of boxing. I miss the days of the Haglers and Leonard and Duran, but now it's nothing. But
Ray Boom Boom.
and I did want to comment. I know it's old news now, but I was saddened to learn of the passing of Tommy Morrison a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's a sad shape, and it seems that between boxers and wrestlers, they're all leaving us way too soon.
Yeah.
For various reasons. I wish I had taken you to the Bellator card last week or 2 weeks ago by now. Our friend Andrew Cowandrella from the show here wasn't able to fight. He didn't get cleared from the medical doctors, but the rest of the card was fantastic. And Ed, I am going to make you an MMA fan. if it kills me.
I can't get over the concept that when you knock somebody down, you're supposed to go to a neutral corner, but there's no corner in an octagon, I guess.
That's correct.
So I don't know where they go, so they just jump on them.
Yeah. It's nonstop. It's nonstop action, and these guys really put it all out on the line. And it was my first time being at a live MMA event, and I will definitely go back. And Andrew promises that he'll be on the next card
Every
for
time I
Bellator.
think of MMA, I think of meatballs.
If there's a senior discount, maybe I'll take you up on that, John.
Maybe it'll be my treat next time.
All right.
All right, Ed.
gentlemen, enjoy the program.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
Of course, that's Ed McCarver, which you were on his show last week, 2 weeks ago?
Oh, yes.
Talking
Okay,
with
yeah.
Tom.
Talking with Tom. That was fun.
Yeah.
You know, different approach. You know, like how it was good.
Yeah.
You know, with the weird news, I'm like, really? You know?
Yeah, Ed definitely does his homework and comes up with some crazy stories.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine you've run into Ed McCarver over the years. But with 3 minutes left, what else we got to say?
Well, you got Northeast Wrestling, you know, Fishkill, New York, Saturday. You got the I Support Indie Wrestling this Sunday at Ken's Cards. I don't know anything as of yet for PWA.
Oh, the Friday in Mass.
Oh, yeah, Friday in
Big
Mass.
weekend.
Yeah.
I got October 5th, Northeast in Torrington, and Northeast Bethany, November 9th.
Yeah.
And I am training tomorrow night at PWA.
PWA.
Covering for
Everybody's
covering for
walking
Joseph
in.
Von Schmidt.
ETW, has that been announced yet?
What's that?
Can I announce ETW?
Go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if he's announced it yet. I think I'm on that
I
card.
don't even think he announced
Well,
the show
say it.
yet.
Go ahead. An exclusive.
Oh, yeah,
live, right here.
From the rumor mill I hear, I think Buzz Bloodsaw and Lucifer Lords are going at it one more time in Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
So
That's if you're medically cleared.
that's true. It's Leggett
But
thing is interesting.
Yeah, but he did announce the return of one of my mentors, Dylan Cage, from North Carolina.
Okay.
Von Schmidt's taking him on. That's what I hear.
And where's
great
this going to
match.
be?
Bristol?
Bristol, I
Bristol,
believe.
Connecticut?
I don't remember the date. I don't know if it's October 12th.
Yeah, October 12th.
Okay.
You guys will post it on your Facebook pages, I'm sure.
RWE the 26th.
Pardon me?
RWE the 26th.
RWE the 26th. Well, I'm sure next week we'll get a call from Mr. Andrews. We didn't cover that tonight for personal reasons.
Well,
RWE. We're basically out of time. I want to thank Mr. Bull Dredd for the first time.
Thank you.
Lucifer Lords joining us once again.
always a pleasure, and I'll definitely do it again.
You fellas
I
are
love doing
always
these.
welcome on the show. Call in, drop
Next time,
in.
bring a pizza.
Yeah, I'm a poor host. Talking
Tom
with
took care of us. Come on.
Yeah, talking with Tom always.
Maybe he could bring us some biscuits.
There we go, some biscuits. Biscuits and gravy for Bull Dredd. I think the way you talk about your mom's cooking,
Oh, dude, I still got a container of cavatelli that my mom gave me last night.
we're
I
going to
didn't
Mama
even-
Dredd's house. Right after this, we're going to Mama Dredd's house. Hey,
Yes.
we are out of here. Gentlemen, thank you very much. That's the show for tonight. Tune in next week, and we'll have some more surprises for you.
PWI come out tomorrow?
PWI with you on the list,
Yes.
right? I believe that comes out tomorrow.
Go pick up a copy, I
Go
think.
pick up a copy and see Lucifer Lords and Joseph Von Schmidt in the top 500.
It's a good way to
I'm
end
not
the
on the
show.
list yet. I'll make it.
I'll make it once before I retire.
And that's the show for tonight. I don't have the pen to throw for Hollywood J.